Hello guys, it is Jead and it is silly season. So Evos that play the game for you, win the game for you and score the goals for you. That is all we are after. Today we're going to go through every single position and show you guys from the best of batch, all the discard cards, the best Evos, rank them on this tier list and then show you the best active chains for some of these best cards. Let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and just need that little extra booster, you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support and money back guarantee, and you can use code JEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. So starting off with goalkeeper, I just want to say, boys and girls, subscribe if you are not already. I would really appreciate it. We're going to be doing these videos for all the best of batches, loads more Evo videos, and of course, into FC27 as well. So if you're not subscribed, join the gang. But starting with goalkeepers. Goalkeepers, of course, the least hyped one for a couple of different reasons. We've not got the most goalkeepers in the best of batch. We even put Courtois there again. And also because it's just no one really cares about goalkeeper Evo chains. So we'll keep this one short and snappy. Now, boys, I'm going to be very, very honest. I'm not going to sit and lie to you guys. Unai Simon and De Gea are both D tier. They are crap. We're going to give Suzuki B tier. The reason these two are crap is, look, I get they're low rated. I get they're now really cheap in the best of batch. Don't waste Evos on De Gea and Unai Simon. They're just not worth it. They're not very good goalkeepers on this game. I would leave them alone. Suzuki, yes, he is 96 rated. And as we go through the positions, I'll tell you guys that 95s and 96s are going to give lower down scores because they're harder to get Evo chains on. Goalkeepers is actually fine because there's only one Evo you're going to put them in, and that is no way through, the token store one. And even then, Suzuki's card's not like ridiculous. It's the standard Evo goalkeeper on this game now, but he's not bad. He's much better than Unai Simon, in my opinion, much better than De Gea in game. I've played against him a few times. Bit of a menace, but at the end of the day, I'm just going to put Courtois top. Like, go and get Glory Hunter's Courtois. Put the playstyles you want on him. And then if you want to Evo someone, Evo him. Goalkeepers, you don't need the craziest stats. You just need someone that feels crazy in game. Courtois is him, still to this day. But here is where we really get into it. So now that was goalkeepers out the way, kind of a quick one. But now I'm going to start with fullback. Now, I tried to combine left back and right back into one. And what I found is there's just barely any left backs in the promo all. Now, I will say, both Dorgu and Mukiele can play left back and they're the footies cards. So that's great. But the best of cards, I'm only right backs. But yeah, we've got Evos for both left back and right back. Don't you worry. Now, I tried to include a range, and you'll see as I go on, I've tried to include like a range of ratings. So you've got the cards from 87 rated all the way up to the cards at 96 rated. So that's why Salgado is on here. And I do think he's in the sort of top 5, top 6 of the best of cards, a fullback. He's just not great. At the end of the day, I say the word lengthy on these videos too much, but Salgado's 5'9", I think, and not lengthy, and he's kind of boring. I don't really know why you're doing Evo on him, unless you're doing some sort of weird Real Madrid, past and present, maybe. Salgado is in the top 6, but definitely a D tier compared to the rest of these guys. And actually, Carlos Alberto's not much better. The reason Carlos Alberto's better is genuinely because he's a team of the year, and that is cool. That is it. He's got pink pass. He's also not lengthy, and he's even higher rated, so worse for chain Evos. But he's a team of the year. It's Carlos Alberto, a little bit cooler. And actually, Trophy Titans Thuram joins him there. We'll give team of the year Thuram a B. The reason Trophy Titans Thuram joins him at C tier is because he's got whip pass plus. He's higher rated again, so worse for Evo chains. To be honest, he could actually be lower, but he's got the coldest dynamic image on this entire list. And as we said, when we go out for this tier list, it's August. Dynamic image season does count. I don't care. Dynamic image is cool. He's got a cool trophy one. But still, I wouldn't do him. I'd rather do the team of the year. Team of the year's got better play styles. But again, both of these guys not lengthy. Thuram's a little bit taller. I think he's 6 foot on the nail. But he plays a lot better in game than Carlos Alberto. And I'd much rather Evo that Thuram card than Carlos Alberto. And also still a team of the year design, which is kind of cool. But those are definitely the bad ones. Like, I wouldn't even Evo them if I really had the chance. They're kind of cool, though. The icons are kind of cool. Heroes are kind of cool. Past and presents, different things like that. But we're talking meta. If we're talking cards that are better in game, then I've left these 3 to last. We've got Mukiele, Palestra, and Dorgu. Now, obviously, Dorgu and Mukiele are footies cards, so they're going to be a lot higher rated, worse for Evo chains. But when we rank them on this tier list, Mukiele gets an A, Dorgu and Palestra both get an S. Now, I've made sure to put we've got one left back and one right back, so you've got both covered. Palestra, drawing team of the season, was a menace. He is lengthy with certain chem styles, so make sure if you're using the base version, you got certain chem styles. If you Evo either of these guys, you're trying to keep them both at lengthy. I say lengthy a lot when we talk about defenders. It's because attackers are the cards we have fun with. Defenders are the cards you just want to be boring and meta with. In my personal opinion, that's how I've always played the game. So we have boring, horrible, lengthy, ratty defenders, then we can actually score goals and win games up front. Dorgu is a left back, Palestra is a right back, and the Dorgu chain is so nice. Now that we're in footies and, the end of the game, you don't really want to be doing 50 game Evo chains. Some of the Evo chains I'll show you later are definitely a little bit longer, but, we've got shorter game modes out. Penalty shootout game modes often come out at this time of the game, but still, you don't want to do too many. The Dorgu one, of course, is a footies card. Go put whatever playstyle you want. Do not put Mr. Undroppable. Do not put some of these on. Trust me, go with Auto Defender from the footies token store. The reason you go with Auto Defender after you've gone and put all your playstyles on is because it doesn't improve his dribbling and therefore doesn't make him have higher agility and, you know, take a lengthy away from him. Put an anchor on this Dorgu card. You get 99 pace, 99 defending, 98 physical. But trust me, if you use that Dorgu in game, you might know what I want about. He just feels so different. I played against him, I think, twice now, and both times I couldn't attack down the right-hand side. In terms of playstyles, give him Intercept, Bruiser, Quick Step, Anticipate Plus. White playstyles, I would trust you guys on. It's quite easy, but give him those 4 playstyle plus. Put him into Auto Defender. Give him an anchor. Best left back on the game. I used to say Oosterwolde. I've said Oosterwolde for a while, and I'm sure we'll get him in best of very, very soon. Dorgu is the new best left back on the game. For Palestra, it's very similar. He's lower rated, so you can do a little bit more of a chain. And to be honest, this is, again, I'm trying to keep the chains quite small. This keeps him at 94 rated for more potential. The hardest bit here, again, is trying to keep him lengthy, so we don't want to improve his dribbling too much. But this chain, I put him into Auto Defender to get an Anticipate Plus. You then give him into Signed and Delivered to basically get the pace boost. 95 base pace isn't the greatest, but he has crazy high defending stats. This guy has something about him that he just plays brilliant in-game. I don't know what it is. Again, put an Anchor Chem style on him. He's not the best right back in the game, where I'd say Dorgu is the best left back in the game. But this guy's 94 rated for future chains. If you can keep this guy lengthy while upping his pace a little bit, maybe even upping his passing a little bit and his physical, he will become the best right back in the game, or at least one of them. He has that brilliant in-game feel, and he has Tech Plus and can attack a little bit with the Rapid, Tech, Press Proven, and Incisive. Not the worst going forward as well if you want a more attacking right back. And maybe you use him and Dorgu. You got a defensive left back, an attacking right back, bit of a combo. I love Palestra, loved him at team of the season. Might even start that Evo chain myself after I do the full Jamaican team, of course. But we've got to move on to one of the most important ones. If you've not got good centre-backs, you're going to struggle. I don't think I got to tell you guys that. You're going to struggle if your centre-backs are crap. So we're going to move on to centre-back. There's some brilliant picks here. Some brilliant, brilliant picks. I didn't include any footies because we had so many good ones from best of. There's a lot of ones that people won't even Evo here, but I think there's some really good options. Some quite funny options. We've got, as you can see, an answer to call Harry Maguire, but he's actually brilliant. He's really, really good. I will still say, by the way, if you want my honest opinion, so, you know, you guys, I'm not going to lie again, this, no, not Yaya Toure, the other Toure card, this, I forget his first name, is it Izzat Toure? Yeah, Izzat Toure is still the best centre-back in the game. If you've not tried this guy, he is the best centre-back in the game, and it's not close. You don't even need to Evo chain him, to be honest. You can use the 95 one, and he's fine. But who are you going to put alongside that Toure card? Well, let's start ranking him. First of all, Cannavaro's on the list, because he's really cool, and such a rare card. He's like 5'7", 5'8". He's just crap at centre-back, but he's a really cool card. Should we put him on? And to be honest, I'm going to say Company and Rafa Marquez are not much better. But again, the hero cards, Company's really not bad. The reason Company's not higher is he actually has a better card for Evos, which I think is still pretty cheap. His Great to the Game card has been pretty cheap all year. And yeah, it's still 23,000 coins. If you want an Evo Company, this card here is brilliant for Evos. Better than his FUT birthday, so I'd actually go and use that one. Rafa Marquez is a little bit better, I would say. He's got 99 defending. But he's 94 rated and has long ball plus, which is kind of a waste. So I'm not going to put him too high either. He is cool for Evos, though. There's some decent Rafa Marquez chains out there. You basically just need to get his pace up because obviously defending and physical stats are crazy. And he's always going to be lengthy because his agility sucks. But they're kind of the bottom tier ones. They're the ones that we wanted to get out of the way. It's Maguire, Stam, Laporte, and Bastoni to then rank amongst these top few tiers. I've got a feeling you guys know how we're going to rank these. We're going to start off with Maguire at B. Genuinely plays good in game. If you've used his footies card, he's kind of similar to Toure, where he's a big lanky beast where he just moves like a big titan around the back. But Answer the Call one's fine. It's 90 rated, Intercept, Anticipate Plus, has 90 defending, 91 physical, 86 pace. At the end of the day, I'm putting him on here so high, it's Harry Maguire. He's not a bad card, and you get to use Harry Maguire Evo in your team. And say what you like, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. But at the end of the day, you're going to see FUT... I think I've said it at the end of the day too many times. You're going to see FUT birthday cards appear on these lists so high up so often. FUT birthday cards are even better than footies for Evos because you can give them playstyles when they're so low rated and then put them into some crazy Evo chains. So Laporte and Bastoni are FUT birthday centre-backs. They're not going to be the only FUT birthday cards on this list. And then Yapstam there as well. Yapstam is just brilliant. He was on last week's list as the Winter Wildcards one. This one is actually not as good for Evos. The Winter Wildcard one's better, and for that reason, Yapstam gets an A. He's still brilliant, but if you're going to Evo Yapstam, I don't get why you wouldn't just go and Evo the 89 one, if that makes sense. Like, there's no reason to Evo this one, so you can, and he's still brilliant. Maybe the dynamic image, I guess, if you really like this one. But yeah, not the best. And then Laporte and Bastoni, to be honest, I'm going to put them both S, but let me explain this one a little bit. These two are not going to be the best centre-backs in the entire game. They're not going to be on that Toure level. But you kind of use them both for the same purpose. They're both just completely customizable centre-backs. I don't think either of them are like the best centre-back in the game. But the way Evos are right now and the way the play styles will work for these FUT birthday cards is you can pretty much make these into whatever centre-back you want. They're both lengthy. They've both got the same, very similar stats, to be honest, to start off with. And for example, with Bastoni, but it'd be the same with Laporte, right? And this is not the only Evo chain, because one of these is not expired, but a lot of you guys won't have it, right? So Bastoni, as an example, give him whatever playstyles you want, ignore the playstyles, because that's up to you. I would again go with Anticipate, Quick Step, Bruiser, and Intercept for the playstyle plus, but, you know, up to you at the end of the day. This one gives them 96 pace, 98 defending, 97 physical. But again, perfect playstyle plus. It's auto defender, as you mentioned before, then into speed demon, and then into the immovable object. Now, that's the one you got from the season pass. I know a lot of you guys won't have that, so I'll show you a different Evo chain. But this Evo is brilliant. Perfect playstyles on a card with those stats. A lengthy centre-back is ridiculous. 5-star, 5-star, of course. If you want a really simple chain from some of the recent Evos, auto defender, the one that we showed you with Dorgu, and then straight into aura farming, only has 93 pace, but again, has those broken defending and physical stats. Actually has slightly better passing and dribbling as well. And again, perfect playstyle plus whatever playstyles you want to put on him. Do that for him, do that for Laporte. They're both brilliant. I do think the cards like Touraine, some of the other footy centre-backs might be a little bit better. And to be honest, the stand from last week might be a little bit better. But if you prefer perfectly customizable centre-backs, you want your own playstyles on them, so you want to use footies or foot birthday cards, both him and Laporte are brilliant in that exact same chain. I'm trying to keep the chains shorter. I'm sure you can push some more stats out of them. Like, for example, if you've got a pre-order, you give this guy 99 physical and all that stuff. I'm trying to keep the chains short and active and doable where possible for most people. That's the Bastoni chain I go for. But we've got to start moving forward to midfield and attack. The ones that everyone actually cares about. These where Evos get a little bit saucy. So we've got a lot of cards here for what I'd call centre mid and CDM. They're kind of, I've got the wrong Petri on it. Bastard. Okay, you guys didn't see anything. Just ignore that team of the season. Petri doesn't exist, right? This is centre mids. We tried to do a little, again, a wide range on it. We've gone for a little bit more of a selection because centre mid's quite a big position. You often have 2 or 3 of them in your team. This is not cams. We're going to do a different one for cams. This is centre mids or CDMs. They kind of play the same in FC 26, right? They're the same position. Now, starting off with Cornerstone's Tidgy Reinders. He does make the top 5, 6, 7, whatever this is. He does make the list, but the reason he is so low down, yes, he's low rated, Ticky plus for Evos, I get that, is that you may as well just Evo his gold card. Like, this promo was the first promo of the year, so it's basically his gold card, and I just don't think that's that special to go and, you know, get this card and put an Evo on it. But he did play brilliant. He played brilliant at the start of the game. If you may be a Man City fan, you're Dutch, you want a different Evo, because no one really uses Tidgy Reinders anymore. He's got that bigger body type in game, feels quite nice. Go and use him. He's not bad. He's not bad at all, but he's D tier compared to this list, and I'd actually say, genuinely, Team of the Year Pedri's only a C. I'm tempted to put him to B because he's a 95 Team of the Year, not a 96 one, so there's a bit more opportunity for Evos, but when it comes to these chains, again, Foot Birthday Pedri, you'll be able to make a better card than Team of the Year Pedri, so for that reason, I just don't think we can put him that high. Foot Birthday cards, at the end of the day, being superior once again. I would say that Pateas joins on that tier as well. She's definitely got potential, and she might be more of a cam, but a lot of pros use Pateas year on year at centre mid as the attacking playmaker or box-to-box centre mid going forward. This one's got Finesse Shot Plus. Brilliant playstyle for attacking centre mids. She's got a lot of playstyles in game, not all of them perfect. She's lowish rated again for Evos. Just basically a C tier card. She's definitely up there on the list, but not any better than C. And then the 2 footies cards, Gigliano and Gayoro, go into B tier. These are both 96 rated, so you struggle to get crazy Evo chains on them. But again, customizable playstyles. Both feel nice in game. Shorter centre mids on this game. Even ones like Vitinha have shown to be brilliant. Pedri have shown to be brilliant for the last few weeks, especially since Team of the Season. Having agile centre mids is great. Both of these feel like that. They're both good on the ball. Both good going forward and defending. And again, perfect playstyles just carries a lot of weight in this. And even though they're 96 rated, there's some decent chains again. 96 is kind of fine for Evos. You could do Gayoro into the Footies Blueprint 1 and Footies Blueprint 2 and make her an attacking centre mid monster, but she doesn't have the best defensive stats. So you want to make her a more defensive card. Just throw her straight into Wind Up Merchant. 96 defending, 98 physical. Still with the 95 dribbling, 93 passing, and still has 96 pace. Again, customizable playstyles. I would play her at centre mid and CDM. So you can play right back. I wouldn't personally. I just play her centre mid and CDM. Just because I know some of you guys will mention it. Yes, she is lengthy, and therefore, with that Wind Up Merchant with an anchor on at right back, you do get this card as 99 defending, 99 dribbling, and 98 physical. I was tempted to include her at right back. I think she's going to be a little bit of a sneaky pick, and I do want to try her in game before I say anything about her at right back, but including her as a centre mid, I think that is still a brilliant CDM card. And guess what? We are down once again to the foot birthdays, and I think no surprises when I say Valverde and Mainu are both brilliant. You can do amazing chains on them. You can go on with perfect playstyles on them and get some crazy cards. You might be a Man United fan for Mainu. I get it. I do get it. Pogba's S tier on his own. Foot Birthday Pogba is right up there for the best card in the entire game for Evos. Never mind the best card just from this best of batch. I think he was 3 million coins before this best of batch came out, and of course now he's discard. And I think this will be one of the ones with the most requested chains. I've tried to find 2 just in case you don't have some of the Evos. I've tried to cover everyone. I'm sure not everyone will get covered by this. I get that. Both of these Evos, by the way, I'm not going to go over the playstyle build. I think the best playstyle build for Pogba, though, is Intercept, Pinged, Incisive, Finesse. Those are the 4 playstyle pluses that I would put on him. After that, it's kind of up to you. Again, for the white playstyles, what I want to talk about is the Evo chains for the stats. Playstyles, up to you. Evos for the stats. The first one, which is the second best one in my opinion, is you're going to put him into whatever playstyles first, then Unstoppable Force from the Season Pass, into that Auto Defender, into Speed Merchant, into Golden Boot, which is an objective Evo. I think it's in the Milestone tab. And you get this Pogba here, which look at the crazy stats on this card. This one you can get to 5 playstyle plus by putting him into Golden Boot because that gives him the 5th playstyle. Brilliant card. Like, overpowered, ridiculous card. Not even the best one. This is the one I'd actually recommend you guys doing. Now, again, put him into all the playstyles first. He's only 4 playstyle plus, so maybe this is a bit of a deal breaker for you guys, but not Bruiser, Speed Demon, Bruise Control, then into the Footies Blueprint 1, Footies Blueprint 2, and you get a Pogba card with look at those stats across the board with perfect playstyles. And at the end of the day, it's Paul Pogba. Like, we like using cards on this game that are fun cards that we watched real life. Paul Pogba is a 5-star card. He is fun on the game. He has the body type that people like in game. I think he's like 6'2", massive, brilliant. What a card. Maybe the best Evo. I think I'm going to say second or third best, because when we get to some of the attackers, there's some crazy ones. But maybe you could argue the best Evo in this entire batch. And I somehow forgot to mention Future Stars Xavi. I was looking through the team then. I was like, I'm definitely missing someone. Yeah, I am. Future Stars Xavi. Now, I'm going to put him at 8 here. I'll be honest, meta-wise, he's not. He's not on Valverde's level. He's not on Mainy's level. Foot Birthdays are genuinely that overpowered. But Future Stars Xavi has a cold dynamic, great playstyles, only 93 rated, and at the end of the day, it's Xavi, like a much more fun card to use in game. Has anyone got a crazy Xavi Evo? Have you guys been boring? Not boring, but have you gone for the Pogba, Mainu, Valverde? I don't hate the Xavi shout whatsoever. He always plays brilliant in game, on the ball, has crazy high passing and dribbling, even without Evos, but I do think Xavi is an 8 here as well. And now we get on to the really fun positions. Starting with Cam, we'll then go to wingers, then go to strikers, and before anyone asks, because I know, you guys know he's going to be in there, Trophy Titans Ronaldinho will be as a winger, but I do think he actually plays better as a cam. I'm just going to include him in the winger build because he's a winger, and I think if people are skipping through this video, they'll skip to winger for Ronaldinho. I hope that makes sense, but I think he's actually better as a cam. Secret between me and you boys, right? I don't think it's really a secret. I think everyone knows. But starting off with our cams, Joga Bonito, Cole Palmer is cool. It's 5-star skills. It's a really early on in the game card, so it's super duper rare. Nice playstyle. I'm going to put him at D tier. Not even a nice dynamic image. It looks like he's mid-spit or something. It looks horrible, I can't lie. So I'm going to put it at D tier. I had to include him in the top 5. It's still Cole Palmer. It's still Joga Bonito, which is pretty cool for the 5-star skills, but not on the level of some of these other cards. And for that reason as well, Xavi Simons as well. I don't think he's that cool. I don't think Xavi Simons is that good. He's got a Footies card, which I think the Footies card will be better than most of the Evos you make for this 91. And unless you're a Tottenham fan, unless you're Dutch, unless you've got some reason, you're not really going to go and do a Xavi Simons Evo, so he gets a C tier for me. Then move on to what I'd say is the better cards, and Carl straight away goes into the B tier. This Carl card at Future Stars was a demon. Definitely fell behind a lot, but only 91 rated. Has a lot of potential for Evo chains. Not quite on the level of some of these guys down here, but still a brilliant card for Evos. And if I come up against him, I'm sure I'd still be scared in game, right? He's that level where we're getting there. But these are the ones I want to talk about. Bruno, Wirtz, and Ousmane Dembele. Now, I just said that Ronaldinho I'm going to include in the winger section, but Dembele, to me, no one uses wide on this game. I've not seen Dembele used on the wing like once this year. You use him at striker, or you use him at cam, and to be honest, we had too many strikers, so I threw him into the cam tier list. Now, I would love to be biased and say Wirtz gets an S tier, but no, I'm going to put Wirtz at A with Dembele, and then put Bruno at S tier. Dembele, by the way, I think could be S tier as well, and I'm debating changing this. I think I'm going to change it. I'm going to put Dembele S tier as well. Dembele is just brilliant. Like, there's something about the way the guy plays on this game where he feels a little bit like Pina, a little bit untackleable. Obviously, 5-star, 5-star. All of his cards are 5-star, 5-star. And this Scream one in particular comes built in with that Finesse Shot Plus, which for a cam, I would argue is either the most or second most important playstyle plus with Incisive. As you can see, Wirtz and Bruno also get that Incisive Plus as well. All these fantasy cards are crazy levels of playstyles. They're really nice at Evoing. They're not quite Foot Birthday level, where they're customizable playstyles, but they normally have all the ones you already want built in as well. Wirtz and Bruno both have that. But starting off with Dembele, again, such an easy Evo chain. You put him into the Footies 100k one first. You don't need to do that, but it just lets you give him perfect playstyle plus. If you want to do it, you can ignore that left wing shift. It's not needed. You then put him into El Bandido, Footies Blueprint 1, Footies Blueprint 2. A lot of these attackers are going to use that same Evo, so you've got to pick the best one who you want it on. And you get this Dembele card here. Finesse, Tech, Incisive, Love Driven, beautiful cam, 5-star, 5-star, brilliant stats. You can even put the 99 physical Evo if you've got it again from the pre-order, and you get just a broken Dembele. For Bruno, it's even simpler. Footies Blueprint 1, Footies Blueprint 2, and you get this Bruno card. Again, I said I'm trying to optimize for Evo chains that are not the most crazy on this game in terms of 100 million games, because it's August. No one really wants to do all that. But this Bruno card for such a simple Evo chain, Incisive, Ping, Finesse, Low Driven. What more do you want on a cam on this game? Brilliant. Him and Dembele are both really, really good. Both play beautifully at cam. Is that a word? Beautifully? Yeah, that is a word. Beautifully at cam on this game. Wirtz is very nice as well. As a Liverpool fan, I would rather do Wirtz, but non-biased opinion, trying to give you guys the best cards. Those two are the best cams in my opinion, apart from Ronaldinho. Let's jump into wingers. Now, wingers, boys and girls. Barcola, Hazard, Bale, Salah, Due, Rafinha, Ronaldinho. Now, first of all, I am going to put Barcola at the bottom with, I think, not Due, Rafinha. I was between these, so I'm going to put Due there. Right. Barcola and Due at the bottom. Really, really strange. It's the kind of opposite ends of the spectrum, but I think they both don't do the, what I want for an Evo. Barcola's too far the other way. He's too far low rated. You may as well use a gold card. You have to do a million Evo chains to get the best card out of him. We're at the point in the game now where 87s, you don't really need to do that. You can just either do like a really low rated, or you do one of these higher rated cards where it's less Evo chains. I hope that makes sense, right? Due's kind of too far the other way. Yes, he's 96. And by the way, this Desiree Due card definitely has some Evo chains, but he's almost too far the other way where he's 96 rated. He's still 300,000 coins. He's still quite hard to pack. And if you go on the Evos for him, you'll see the boosts are really, really small. You put into Pink Heritage and you just get a crazy card afterwards. But this is almost, you're paying 300,000 coin for the card anyway. You're not like far off just paying for a footies card. It's nearly an endgame card as it is. Although I have to put him into the Golden Boot Evo. The more I look at this card, you know what? And imagine, I know this is kind of cheating, but imagine you give him 99 physical. Just going to slowly move this card up to B. I'm just going to move this card to B, and you know what? Forget I said anything, because I didn't realize how good that Evo chain got. I checked these Evos before the video. I did not realize you could put him into Golden Boot after that, and then give him 99 physical if you really want it. Even if you just forget away that 99 physical, and just go back to this. Okay, that's a ridiculous card. I stand by my point that he's 300,000 coins, one of the hardest ones to pack, and it doesn't really feel like in the true spirit of this re-release, using very cheap cards. But if you do get Desiree Due, fair's B. I'll let you off on that one. Rafinha then was C. He's lower rated by 1, so there's a bit, a bit more possibility for Evo chains, basically. He's Team of the Year, which I really like. He's really cool. Cool dynamic. Just not got the most possibilities to him. I don't think Rafinha's Team of the Year was even that good. I'm going to try not to mention lengthy too much, because only one of these wingers can be lengthy. I'm going to try and stay away from it, but Rafinha's also not lengthy, so he was never that good at the time anyway. But it's Rafinha Team of the Year. A lot cheaper than Due cards. Still rarer than some of the other cards, but a lot cheaper. Brilliant for Evo chains if you're a Barcelona fan or you just want to use Team of the Year cards because they're super rare. And then before we move Due, Hazard was going to be the first B tier one. Now again, Hazard falls into a lot of these categories where he's, not lengthy and different stuff, but Hazard's one of the coolest cards on the game to use. 90 rated, he's a bit better than that Barcola card, who was 87, has better stats around the board, but still is that perfect sort of rating right now, which is, I'd say, 89 to 91, 92, where they fit loads of different Evo chains, because Evos have got that crazy, but you don't have to put them into a million different games to get the Evo done, right? So Hazard fits in that category. He's got Tech Plus as a base, only one playstyle, but because of how many chains you can give them Footies rarity, like you could put him into the 100k Footies Evo and give him different playstyle plus that way, you can basically get whatever playstyles you want on these cards, right? Footies has made it so any Evo pretty much has customizable playstyles. If you put them into the right chains, it's not that bad. And then Salah on that level as well. Salah's got the Finesse Shot Plus. He's a little bit higher rated. He's very, very similar to Hazard. Again, maybe a little bit biased here. Maybe a lot of people will put Salah on the C tier next to Rafinha, but I think he's in that sort of sweet Evo spot range. Has the Finesse Shot Plus. Salah plays okay on this game. He's not the best winger in the entire world. If you use this flashback, you'll know what I mean. Not the best winger in the entire world, stopping him from getting higher. And then we're down to Bale and Ronaldinho. These cards, by the way, everything you see on screen for striker, cam, and attacker has been, like, striker, cam, and winger, I should say, has been brilliant. Like, there was so many options to choose from, and I've left some of them out, right? If you see a card missed out on this list, it's because there's so many options. Bale and Ronaldinho, the creme de la creme. And I can't believe it, but I'm going to put them both in S tier. I know, I'd not even put one in A tier, because I think these two are so much better than the others below them. I get these are higher rated, but both of them are below 96. Ronaldinho is Ronaldinho. Bale can be lengthy, which I didn't want to take into account too much, but he can be. Got to give you guys the Evo chains for these two cards. Bale on this one is not lengthy and might actually be a better striker. There is lengthy chains. They're just way, way less impressive stats-wise. This Bale is 97, 98, 97, 97, 96 defending, and 95 physical. You can even use him at left back if you're an absolute maniac. Finesse, rapid, low-driven tech, and quick step. It's a bit more of a chain, obviously, because, the stats are so good. It's the Footies 100k into whatever playstyles you want. You can see the ones on screen here, but it's whatever playstyles you want to get the best card. And then Dazzling Dribbler, Sign and Delivered, Golden Boot, Mr. Undroppable, finishing him off with the Tiki Taka, and you get this Bale card here. Some of the best stats I've seen on an attacker in the entire game. I'd be tempted to use this one at striker. Yes, he's a winger, but losing the lengthy, you'd probably give him maybe, a marksman or something here. I might even give this one a Hawk. Gets a 99, 99, 98, 97 passing, 97 dribbling. I've not used this guy up front, so I can't comment on if he's, nice in game, if he's got nice left stick dribbling, anything like that. I've only ever used him as a lengthy winger. That looks ridiculous. But we've got two Ronaldinho chains. I said the best position for this guy is cam. He's not that good on the wing, but if you need someone at left wing, I'm sure he will do a job at the end of the day. It's Ronaldinho. You can even put him in striker after this chain. This one is just Footies Blueprint 1, Footies Blueprint 2. Now, this is the simple chain, but maybe you've got a Trophy Titans Ronaldinho. You don't want to mess around doing a crazy Evo chain. That's absolutely fine. 96, 98, 95, 97. Brilliant playstyle plus. He already has that inventive baked in. You can't change that. He's 5-star, 5-star. It's Ronaldinho. You can make him explosive or controlled. Up to you. I'd probably just slap something like, where is it? I can't find engine. engine on him like that because he gets crazy stats. It makes him explosive, so if you don't like that, change it. But gets absolutely crazy stats across the board there. Ronaldinho. But there is a better chain. Now, it's more in-depth, and I'm actually going to go to my Twitter. Shout out BigJead Twitter for posting this. Look at that, 1.1k likes. Your boy went viral. Kind of, not really. But look at this Ronaldinho card, right? Someone actually sent me it. I can't even take credit for this. 98 pace, 98 shooting, 97 passing, 97 dribbling, 5 playstyle plus, even has 85 physical. This is the chain here. Into footies, signed and delivered, pink heritage, golden boot, and pinged pass. And you get this Ronaldinho. Obviously, you got the custom playstyles in there as well. The best Ronaldinho chain I've found. I've not seen a better one. Nearly 99s on the first 4 stats without a chem style. That dynamic as well. Ronaldinho kissing the trophy. I love Evos. Now, Evos need to definitely be nerfed next year, but at the end of the day, without Evos, you wouldn't have stuff like this in the game where you can basically get Footies Ronaldinho or a card better than Footies Ronaldinho for so much cheaper. I think this total chain costs like 200, 300k. So they're the wingers slash cams slash striker for Bale. But let's move on to the big one. Boys, it's finally time for the striker. Again, you can use Bale at striker. I've left some cards off here. It should probably be on the list, to be honest, at striker. And of course, it is the biggest list so far because it's striker. I think all these cards are brilliant. I would pretty much happily Evo all of them, to be honest. But let's try and rank them. So coming in at the bottom, I think is a little bit easy. Puskás with the wild cards definitely deserves to be here. But Puskás ain't that crazy on this game. He's great to the game. It's very, very nice. But this one, I just don't think it's that crazy for Evos. And I will put him at the bottom. If you want to Evo Puskás, because it's pretty cool to have an Evo Puskás and also be quite unique. I don't hate it. Again, these are the best of the best of, but he's the worst of the best, okay? Puskás goes to the bottom. I think no arguments there. I think in the tier above it, D, we're going to go Team of the Year Mbappe, and we're probably going to go Time Warp Suarez. Time Warp Suarez was in last week's batch. I'm not going to spend time talking about him. Team of the Year Mbappe, you might think it's weird coming in at C because we've got nice Evo chains for Team of the Years, but he's got Game Changer Plus, and the main reason he's not higher is because this 93 Mbappe exists and is better. So there's a better card there. I'm pretty sure it's still cheaper on the market, so I'd use the 93 for Evos. Why would you use the Team of the Year? Team of the Year is definitely cool. You got the dynamic with the 2 Team of the Year trophies. I get that. But the 93 is just objectively better. 94, Eusebio, Ginola, Clara Matteo, all come in at the B tier. Now, Matteo, you might be thinking, why is she on this list? How is she keeping such good company? If you know, you know. This Matteo card, wow, honestly, people don't understand how many... Wait, why? Am I spelling Matteo wrong? No, she's there, look, right? 99 shooting, 5-star, 4-star. She's a fantasy card, so she already has so many playstyles in-game. I've seen some Evo chains on this girl. I've not seen loads because people don't really do this card. They do Ronaldo and different stuff and all the popular ones, but do not underrate this card for Evos. She's 92 rated. There is so much potential. If you remember her team of the season last year, during FC 25, she was so good. And with a few Evos, she's right back up there again. But she's kind of that ratty card. She's like Pina, Demorne. She's kind of ratty, right? Eusebio's not any higher because we used him last week and he's 94 rated. Again, not too much to say there. And Ginola's not any higher because sadly, Ginola's not very good on this game. If you guys have used the Ginola card, you'll know that on FC 26, and since playstyles got introduced, to be honest, Ginola kind of got butchered, right? Ginola used to be the cold-blooded killer back in the day, and they kind of ruined my boy. He's not that good anymore, but at the end of the day, it's a 5-star, 5-star Ginola, finesse shot plus, and there's 90 rated, so there's so much opportunity for Evo. So he jumps Suarez, jumps Mbappe, jumps Puskás, but just not the craziest. 80, we got Demorne and Endrick. Demorne's almost the exact same as Matteo. Everything I said about Matteo, Demorne kind of applies. Cold-blooded killer. Not got the 99 shooting, but guess why she's higher? She's FUT birthday. And I've said it so much. Having the customizable playstyles exactly how you want, it just elevates them in my book. Like, yes, you can get kind of customizable playstyles with all the footy stuff on this year's game, but all these cards come with default playstyles baked in. Demorne doesn't. It's a perfect card. 90 rated. Unbelievable change there for Evos. If you've used Demorne on this year's game, you'll know she's just ridiculous. You can't tackle that card in the box. Some of the best left-stick dribbling on the entire game. Endrick, on the other hand, a reason he's so high, despite not being customizable, is a lot of people like Endrick on this game anyway, the way he like moves and feels in games. That is nice, but finesse shot plus and incisive plus, perfect. Power shot, low driven, game changer, ticky, technical, rapid, first touch, trickster, and quick step. I would put all of those on my striker anyway. Maybe power shot aside, but we've got so many playstyles on cards now. You normally got one spare, so power shot's not the worst thing in the entire world. So he's pretty much got perfect playstyles anyway. He's 90... nearly died there. He's 91 rated with the stats, I would say, of a 93 or 94. Like, he's 94 shooting, 91 passing, 91 dribbling. His passing and physical is a little bit low, but not the worst thing in the entire world. We can get it up there with Evos. 5-star, 5-star. I think he deserves to be, right? That's a cool set. I think he deserves to be above Ginola, deserves to be above Eusebio, deserves to be above Matteo. Maybe not as fun as Ginola, Eusebio. You could argue, you could knock down for that reason alone, but I do think Endrick is brilliant for Evos, and those who used him at fantasy, like back in the time when he just came out, in the fantasy promo, even before his boosts, to be honest, he was one of the most expensive cards in the entire game for good reason. He was an absolute menace earlier on in the game, so maybe if you used him back then, a little bit of nostalgia, you run it back with an Endrick chain. But I think it's no surprise that we're going to find you guys Evo chains for Mbappe and Time Warp Ronaldo as the best strikers. Look, I think that was obvious. Is it not obvious? I don't know. You could argue, you could put Bale in there. not Winter Wild cards, Scream, Dembele, some other cards as well. We even missed out things like Knockout Royalty Vinny, Knockout Royalty Griezmann, that you could argue should be up here as well. These two are the best. And here are the two insane, fully active Evo chains for these two cards. If you're missing some of these Evos, I know that some people are, I'll try and find another Ronaldo one, because not everyone has to make your national pride stuff. That seems to be one of the ones that people don't have anymore, so I'll go and find another one just in case. But here are the two chains. Time Rope Ronaldo, you can skip National Pride, but you put him into Speed Demon. You can skip First Touch, trust me, it's fine. You put him into Tiny Tim, the Flying Dutchman, then the Make Your National Pride stuff, and then the Golden Boot and Ping Pass, right? Because after Make Your National Pride, he'll then be Make Your National Pride Evo, so you can give him the Ping Pass anyway. Golden Boot gives him that 5th playstyle plus of low driven. The Make Your National Pride gives him tech. And the Make National Pride, the first one, gives him the stat boost. You get a 99 pace Ronaldo, 98 shooting, 96 dribbling, 95 passing, still lengthy with a marksman. And with a marksman goes to 99 shooting, 98 dribbling, 97 physical. Nearly perfect playstyles apart from some of the original ones that he has baked in on his card. Perfect dynamic, 5 playstyle plus Ronaldo. Just mental. Now, this one doesn't use the Make Your National Pride stuff. It's a little bit longer of an Evo chain for that, and it doesn't have the best stats, right? It doesn't have the exact same level, but you put a Hawk on this guy, and as you can see there, 99, 99, 98, 96, and 95 dribbling. It's really not that far off. You put him into Footies, give him Rapid Plus, give him Tech Plus, give him Quick Step, then put him into Continental Cannon. If you don't have that, it's not the end of the world, but that's how you get his shoot into the top level. Signed and delivered, Highland delivery, all-around impact. You don't need that one again, but it's nice to get into the top level. Unstoppable Force, Ping Pass Plus, Floor Raiser, Auto Defender, it just boosts his physical. You don't even need that one. And then Golden Boot as well gets his shooting even higher. And you get this Ronaldo. You can avoid some of those Evos, to be honest, but that's the kind of general path you go for. But one more just in case, because I know a lot of those Evos you guys still won't have. Low Driven Plus and Quick Step Plus, you just put him into Footies Rarity. You can give him those two Playstyle Pluses. Relentless Rise, the little boy from Rosario, Golden Boot, Speed Demon, Into the Strike Force is back, and you get another crazy high-level Ronaldo. This one can't be lengthy, because I think the little boy from Rosario, I think, takes that away. But look, at the end of the day, you don't need lengthy strikers on this game. And I'm trying to find chains that can fit everyone. Still another broken Ronaldo. But let's move on to that Kylian Mbappe chain, because look, I think this one's even better. I don't love the way Mbappe feels on this game, but it's still Kylian Mbappe. Rapid, low-driven tech, incisive finesse, 99, 98, 97. There's some of the stats now. We're at the end of the game, look. It's just silly season. It's not that long of a chain as well. Dazzling dribbler, immovable object, signed and delivered, let me cook, into that Golden Boot, often finishing cards off to give him that 5th play style, and you get this Mbappe, who could be controlled and explosive. I'd probably try and keep him controlled with a marksman if you can. Also makes a lot of his stats 99, just broken. Nice in-game play styles as well. Boys, Evos are ridiculous, and I think these two Mbappe Ronaldo ones, it's so nice what they've done with Best Of, combining it with Evos to give him right now during Footies. You can actually build a pretty decent team. Not from scratch, but not far off, right? But yeah, boys and girls, I hope this did help. Let me know, did I miss anyone? Because I'm sure we missed some broken card out there. And yeah, subscribe for more Evo videos coming for Batch 3, coming in general, and for FC27. And I will see you all in a business.